Before we get into today's video, guys, the sample look-see sample is releasing this upcoming Saturday. It's official. It's officially happening. Yes, we are doing it. Check out the picture. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. It's happening this upcoming Saturday. Go and follow us on SMPLIND on Twitter and on IG, and enjoy the show, man. Let's get straight into it. Let's ride. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D. Too Wild checking in once again. Tony Digital bringing back another 4K visual, back with another banger today, guys, on this week's edition of Will You Sleep or Will You Keep, man? Let's ride. Now, guys, we have a lot of stuff coming out this upcoming weekend, man. There's some bigger news that I'm gonna talk about a little bit later in the video. Why this new article out about Nike selling reused shoes. Now, before we get into that, though, I do want to talk about some exciting releases in this upcoming week. Starting right off the rip with the Lebron 8 Hardwood Classics. These will be releasing on the 14th. I actually did a review on them, so if you guys have not already, make sure you guys check that out. It is retailing for $200, and it's a fabulous colorway in my humble opinion. I don't have them, they're downstairs. I already put them up in my closet because it's actually gonna be something that's gonna be within my rotation. I have my Lakers up here and my Hardwood Classics downstairs in the closet. But definitely a great colorway. I definitely would suggest you guys checking those out and keeping your eyes peeled. Whether or not they sell out doesn't really matter to me at the end of the day. It was a shoe that I wanted to get a hold of and I got a hold of. And I think that that's what we need to really focus on when we wanna be a sneakerhead, not, you know, whether or not it's gonna sell out. Like, if you like the shoe, cop the shoe, and that's what I did, and it is what it is. On the 14th, we have the Ken Griffey Air Max 1, or is it the Nike Air Griffey Max 1? My bad. Same thing. Air Max is in that actual shoe, but this is the Varsity Royal colorway, a very iconic colorway, a very well-known colorway, and we seen what happened last time. I remember, you know, them things sold out like hotcakes, like they were completely shattered. You feel me? No pun intended. So I'm only expecting the same thing to happen out of these. They're retailing for $170, and it's a very popular colorway. It's something that possibly I might jump in on now. We already know sneakers is definitely not the best app at all. Salutes to Lost and Found. But sneakers is definitely not the app for me to go and get them on, but that's the app I only know about right now. So it is what it is, because Foot Locker and East Bay and all that, that's sometimes like a joke. I might need to check out Champs, no pun intended. Not even because Champs is not that bad. Even though it's owned by Foot Locker and uses a lot of the same things, I've been very successful on Champs and on Finish Line when it comes to sneaker releases. Foot Locker, never in a day have I ever gotten anything. We also got the Nike Dunk Low Michigans. Now we've talked about those, and let me double check because that's releasing on the 16th, but there was also, when I last checked, when we last talked, multiple Dunks releasing on the 16th. And they were all on the sneakers app on the launch menu, all for $100. Now, let me just double check, like I stated, because they probably pushed them back. Who knows? Yeah, they did push them back. The dunks I'm talking about right now are not even on the sneakers app right now. It's another one. It's a women's dunk. So keep your eyes peeled. They were on the sneakers app. Trust me, a lot of them were on the sneakers app. They're gone now. They're not even on the menu. It's a new Griffey releasing on the 24th, and the Legend Blue 11s are now there on the 24th as well. So next week's gonna be crazy. But keep your eyes peeled. You never know. They like to take things off and move things around, so this might be something that was pushed back. However, LeBron 8s are releasing on the 14th. These, however, they're gone. So we'll have to just wait and see. And alongside with that Varsity was also the Team Green. So as stated before, just keep your eyes peeled. They might be getting pushed back. Usually Nike takes it down and they actually make that adjustment. These were, though, slated for the 16th, and they now are getting pushed to, more than likely a later date. Also on the 16th, the Sean Witherspoon collaboration with Adidas on the ZX8000, retailing at $140, is still slated to release, as I know at this moment. It's definitely a nice collaboration. Out of the Adidas, I would definitely say this is probably, it's not the first. I would say it's definitely the second. I think there's only been two. I love the Superstar one he did. This one is nice as well, and for him to be able to do something like this on a ZX, a model that hasn't been as popular since like 2016, I congratulate him on that. So salutes to Sean Witherspoon, and I'm not gonna go and jump and grab it, but it's definitely rockable wear, worthy. And hey, if it sits or something popped on Twitter and a few sizes were left, I'll probably jump the gun and grab a pair. Now, the big release of this week is the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. You guys know I just did a pickup video on these, and I will be dropping the review for you guys tomorrow. That's the plan, is to drop the review on this tomorrow, Tuesday. So stay tuned, full on in-depth review. These are growing on me, and that's how it is with a lot of shoes. I don't normally like them, or I might be kind of iffy about them till I get them. This is definitely growing on me. I did sell my turbo greens. I like this colorway more than the turbo greens. I think the slight enviness, slight hate in this shoe was just the fact that people said that this was the shoe of the year or the best shoe that's released so far, when I think the 4s are still better in my humble opinion. But it's my opinion and their opinion, so it is what it is. But it's a nice shoe. I just don't know, like this color, you can make it rock, but with only so little, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, I know you ain't gotta match, but I don't know. It's kind of, yeah. It is what it is, man. In leak news, we have now a release time for these new Travis Scott Fragment 1s, and this is set to be releasing in the fall. Now, we've seen multiple pairs floating around. I think Snellville got a pair in his hand. The Travis Scott Fragment Jordan 1, the ultimate, this is like a Gogeta, you know, Goku and Vegeta fusion shoe. And I'm expecting it to really hit numbers and do numbers, and definitely be one, if not sneaker of the year for people out there. Hype beast at least, you feel me? Me personally, my humble opinion, I love it because Fragment is collaborating with it, and they bring in that blue back, that white, blue, and black. And I'm not knocking it. Like, trust me, Travis Scott plays a huge part in here. But what I'm trying to say is the Jordan 1 Fragment was definitely like the shoe that popped off the collaborations for Jordan brand that created the hype train that we are now on. That Jordan 1 Fragment that released, I think, back in 2015 or whatever, then continued on with Supreme, then continued on with Off-White, and then continued on with Just Don and all the other people, OVO, you know, Drake, Travis Scott, all these other collaborated pieces that fell into future moving forward. I'm not saying that this is the first time that Jordan Brand's ever collaborated with anybody, because it's been collabs before that, you feel me? Especially with Nike, like Nike Dunks and all that too. But the Fragment started something. It started this hype culture that we're in now. You know what I'm saying? Where we've been at for the past 5 to 7 years, it started with the Fragment, in my opinion. It jump-started it. And yeah, I mean, seeing that Fragment colorway come back to the Jordan 1, it's kind of dope. And then you add the Travis Scott into that with the backward swoosh. It's the ultimate omega of hype. I can see Kais salivating as we speak. It is what it is. Now, for the last topic of the day, Nike selling used shoes. Now, we're going to be talking about this further in depth on my Too Wild for TV channel. So if you guys want to sit back, put some headphones on, kick back and relax, come pull up and check it out. You guys are watching this now at 9 p.m. More than likely, I've already ended the show over there. But it's definitely something where I let people come over. I talk about topics, let people voice their opinions, and we have a little bit of fun. We're going to be talking about a couple different things today on the show, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited. But Nike is going to start now a new type of campaign, or whatever you want to call it, where they are allowing people to, or not even allowing, they're selling the shoes that are brought back from customers from 60 days. Now, when you buy a shoe from Nike, you have up to 60 days to return it. After that, I don't know what normally was happening with those shoes, if they were thrown away or what. I never knew. But now, Nike is offering a program where where they now will clean the shoes up to the best they can and then redistribute them and sell them throughout their Nike stores. Now, I think they said 15 stores right now is doing this. And what they end up doing is they sell it with a tag of, refurbished, like new, good, whatever. And depending on what this quality is how much it will sell for. What do I honestly think about this? I think it's a great idea. People, once again, not really understanding what's going on here. They think that Nike's double dipping. No, Nike is giving the refund back to the original customer. So if the shoe was for $160, they're having to give that back to that customer, and then they're cleaning the shoe up and probably selling it for $120, $140, whatever, $100. They're just getting their money back, and it's a win-win for the customer and a win-win for Nike. Nike is not losing its total money or profit or whatever, and a consumer can get a shoe for even less amount. Discounts are one thing, but now you can get even better of a discount on a shoe that's worn once or twice. Now, it could go bad. It could be something that could turn out to be something worse. we could see this happen and less discounts codes going out on other shoes. I honestly do not know. But one of the things here is that Nike is trying to eliminate waste, eliminate shoe waste, that is. They've already had their recycle program where they are grinding up shoes and then putting them into midsoles and selling them. You might have seen like those hippie shoes. All the midsoles are made from recycled sneakers. So those are things that are going on with Nike, and now this as well. Instead of dumping and throwing these shoes away or whatever they're doing with them, they can now give it to a consumer at a cheaper price point. Maybe also this might take away from the people that they normally would donate to. Now instead of donating those shoes to the homeless, they're taking them away and then reselling them and making money. At the end of the day, man, can I say that's bad, Nike? You should be giving it away. I'm not gonna tell what the next person needs to do with their own money. You could say that same thing and feel that same way, but if the shoe's on the other foot, you be doing the same damn thing. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, Nike's a $1 billion company. They should be doing this, and this. They already do a lot of stuff already. Do they do it for publicity? Do they do it? I don't care. They do it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And at the end of the day, if you was that company, you're gonna try to find a way to maximize your profit. And at the end of the day, what I just said might not even be true. They might still donate the same amount of shoes to homeless people, to people and kids in Africa and stuff like that. The same amount goes to them, not anything less, and then still have these other shoes that were once maybe thrown away or who knows, now on shelves at a discounted price rate. So I'm not gonna sit here and be judgmental. I'm just throwing it all out there because it's possible for it to be any type of scenario. We just don't know. So I'm just throwing them all out there. But with that being said, I think this is a good idea. Good for Nike, good for the consumer. Nobody's double dipping. Nike's not double dipping. It's not like they sell the shoe and the customer's gonna return the shoe and then Nike's not gonna pay them back and then Nike's gonna sell this. No. When you got a market like GOAT and people out here reselling shoes, Nike wants in on every single thing. And this is a way for them to get in basically on reselling used shoes, at least reselling their old used shoes. This is the way they do it. So it is what it is. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on this down below in the comment section, and go pull up on my secondary channel, Too Wild for TV, to get way deeper in on that. And let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all as always. It's your boy Tony D. Too Wild. I'm checking in. I'm checking out.